Hello there! In this video I'm going to show you how to do this quilt border. It's a lattice effect and it looks complicated, but it isn't. It's extremely easy. I make videos every single week. I am now approaching nearly 500 videos, so please subscribe. There's definitely some content on my channel that you are going to find so extremely helpful. For this particular video, I'm going to be using some strips that have come out of a jelly roll pack. What is a jelly roll? This is what a jelly roll pack generally looks like. It's a load of fabric and it's cut at a 2.5 inch width, and the length of the fabric is generally a 40-inch width of the fabric. So when you open some fabric up, generally measured around 40 inches. That's what we call width of fabric. So I am going to use 4 of these. So these have already been pre-cut to 2.5 inches. And like I said, to the width of the fabric. If you don't have a jelly roll, that's no problem. All you need to do is cut your strips at 2.5 inches. So I'm going to take some fabrics, I'm going to match them together to see if I like the combination. And these ones I do, but you're going to need 4 of them. Now I'm going to take the first 2. So I've got 2 here. And I'm going to put them right sides together. That means pretty side facing, right sides together, having the designs together, whatever you want to call it. Put them both together. And I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine and we're going to sew 1/4 inch all the way down. This is my Baby Lock Soprano. I always use a Baby Lock Soprano whenever I'm sewing. Let me know which sewing machine you're using when you're sewing. So in the top thread here, I always just sew with a regular Gutermann polyester thread. And in the bobbin thread, I will always put the Gutermann thread in there as well. And also I have on here my 1/4 inch foot with guide that helps me to get my 1/4 inch seam really accurately. I always sew with Microtex needles. These are AT12s. So I'm going to start sewing and I'm going to put these right sides together like I said. Make sure that they are lined up. Put your needle down. And I change my stitch length to a 2.5 and start sewing. You might just have to readjust as you are putting your jelly roll strips through the machine. And then just sew all the way down. So that is the first strip all sewn into place. I'm not going to press it just yet. I'm going to get my next piece of fabric and I'm going to line it up to my other piece and I'm going to sew that all the way down also. And that's the third strip sewn into place, and I'm just going to do the last strip, right sides together, and sew this along here. So I'm going to plug my iron in, I'm going to press this all down. Right now this piece measures at 8.5 inches, so I'm just going to keep it simple. You can square it up however you want to square it up. I'm just going to keep it simple and no waste. So I'm going to make it an 8.5 by 8.5 inch square block. You're going to take this block and you're going to go from corner to corner and cut right along that corner. When you cut your second sections, they have to be cut the other way from corner to corner. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So I've ended up with 4 blocks. So it's 2, 2, 2, 2. One is cut this way and the other one is cut this way. So make sure that they are exactly the same this way, but just cut at different angles. Now this is how you get that lattice effect look. So make a note of where each of these colours are and then you just join them up, creating this lovely lattice effect border. This looks really good in very, very bold colours. It really does stand out. So you can make this as long or short as you need it to be. So how do we attach them together? It's really simple. I'm going to start at this end. So you would just right sides together, sew, this end to this end. So we're going to join this up. Once this is joined up, you can open it up like so, and then you can press it down. And then you're ready for your next one. So once again, right sides together, and then sew that along there. I always like to press in between each one, and then line the next one up, right sides together, and then once again join these up. Then you just continue on and reference your first block, which is this one, and I'm going to attach this one to here, so it's right sides together, and just keep going until you're finished. This quilt border is so effective. Let me know if you're going to try this one. And like I said, it looks really cool on very bold contrasting colours.